Hey, Lila, I really hate to ask this, but I'm going to need you to start sending me money every month. I'm thinking that we can start at $1,000 a month and see where we can go from there. Thanks for understanding.
Wait, Tammy, you want me to send money every month?
That's right. Tim has been sending us about $2,000 a month, but that just isn't enough for us to get by on. So now you need to start giving us some money too, okay?
My husband's already sending you that much money and it's still not enough? I think that means there's something wrong with the way you're spending the money. I mean, your parents really only have their retirement money to live off of. I would think between the money from Tim and that would be enough.
So you're saying that you're just going to let my mom and I keep being poor? What if there's another health scare and we don't have enough money for the hospital? What are we supposed to do then? The doctor said that there was a chance that he would have to increase her prescription size and it's already expensive enough right now.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe you should be the one to help your mom next time that happens.
What do you mean I should be the one to help my mom?
I just mean that it sounds like your parents are already sending you plenty of money. So I think that if that really isn't enough, then maybe you should contribute a little more.
Excuse me? Just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
Well, I heard a bit about it from Tim, but you're not looking for a job right now, are you? I mean, it's already been a whole year since you got let go. Don't you think it's time to start working again? I mean, if you did that, then I'm sure you would be able to take care of your money problems.
I am sorry, but I have no intention of looking for a job anytime soon. That is why I'm coming to you to make up the money that we need. Now just hurry up and pay me.
What do you mean you don't intend to look for a job? You mean you're just going to stay unemployed?
That's right. I do, in fact. I mean, someone has got to stay home and take care of my mom, and that someone is going to be me.
Is your mom really doing that poorly right now?
You have no idea how tough things are over here. I'm so busy all the time, and you never know when my mom might trip and then we'd have to take her to the hospital or something. That's why I'm choosing to stay at home for all of this. That's why I can't just go out and find a job.
I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that your mom is healthy enough to get herself to the hospital if she needs to go. I'm sure that you do a lot to set her at ease by being at home, but I hear that all you do is just sit on the couch and play on your phone.
What? Who said that? And just what makes you think my mom can get there herself if something bad were to happen? Who cares if I'm looking at my phone as long as I'm there and ready to get my mom out of there in case of an emergency?
I guess you have a point there. Kind of.
Yeah, I'm glad you think so. Maybe now you understand why I need to be home to look after my mom. You never know when something terrible could happen to my mom and that could keep her from getting to the hospital herself. But by staying at home, I'm basically an ambulance service right in her house. If anything, I would be dangerous if I found a job and had to leave home every day. Now, as you can see, I have my hands very full watching my mom here. So at least you could do is send me a little money every month. Again, I'm thinking we start with $1,000 and see how things go from there. It might change if I need more spending money.
Now just hold on a second. You mean that you're taking some money for yourself out of the money your parents are sending you?
Well, of course I am. I mean, that's hard work having to take care of my mom. You think I would do this if I wasn't getting paid? I am working around the clock with 365 days a year, and I need to get something for all of that effort.
I really don't even know what to say.
So, anyways, go ahead and start sending me the money this month, okay? Tim has been the one giving us money up to now, so it's not fair for you to be the only one not helping take care of my parents. They're your in-laws too, you know. Oh, Lila, I'm so sorry. I heard that Tammy called you about sending money. I just don't want you to pay her any mind at all. We don't need to be sent any more money, I promise.
Oh, really? But she seemed to be really scared that you might get sick or hurt at any moment. She also said something about your medication or treatment getting more expensive soon as well.
Yes, but they did up my dosage for some of my pills, but it was only on slight amounts. But it still isn't that expensive because I've been taking the generic brand this whole time. The new price is only about $20 more a month.
Oh, really? That's all that it went up by?
But Tammy keeps pushing me to stop using generic brands of medicine. She told me that I should just take the name brand and ask you to pay for it all. But even if I did that, I would probably only need like an additional $100 a month.
Is that it? Just 100? But Tammy said that she would need another $1,000 to be able to take care of you.
Oh, this girl. Did she really say that? What is the matter with her?
She said that the $2,000 a month she was getting wasn't enough for her. But I also heard from Tammy that she's just refusing to look for a job at all. She said that she's too busy taking care of you to work. That's why she was asking for another $1,000 a month to help with that.
Wait. You said we're getting $2,000 a month? Are you guys paying that much a month already? I thought that you were only sending us $500 a month. Where did those $2,000 came from?
Well, it was Tammy's idea. She suggested it after she started living with you. She said that your retirement money was much less than she thought and that she needed more money to take care of you.
She said what? What is she talking about?
I know that we talked about this earlier, and you said that between your retirement and $500 a month you were going to be fine. But Tammy said that you were living right on the edge financially and that you'd be needing much more to be comfortable. So anyway, I talked with Tim and he suggested we up it to $2,000.
But Tammy never told me anything about any of this. I mean, we were living more than comfortably when you were sending us $500 a month. Oh no, I'm so sorry if we've made things really difficult for you by having you send so much. The thing is that, well, Tammy chose to live back at home despite all my best telling her otherwise.
You mean that she's living there despite you not wanting her to?
Oh, not only that, but when she came to move in, she insisted on taking over all of the finances for the house and took my bank cards to manage the account. I haven't touched the money since then, so maybe that's why I have no idea about any of this. But now I'm sure that Tammy is just using all the money you've added for herself. It's no wonder she just doesn't want to work when she is just ripping you off.
So then you think that this extra $1,000 would have gone straight to Tammy as well?
Without a doubt. She is just wanting to pocket that money for herself. And to think that you were already supporting us and Tammy had the gall to ask more from you.
Oh, right, that actually reminds me. About the money, it seems to me like Tammy thinks it's Tom who's sending it. She told me that the $1,000 was the least that I could send to be a good daughter-in-law.
Oh my goodness, that girl seriously doesn't know when to quit, does she? I've already tried to talking to her over and over, but she just refuses to listen to me. She refuses to believe what I'm saying.
What do you mean? What are you trying to tell her?
Well, she thinks that her brother Tim works for some huge company and that's why she thinks that he's the one who has been sending the money all this time. I tried explaining that you're the one who's been sending the money this whole time, but she thinks that I'm saying to do you a favor by saying that.
Well, it is true that Tim's company is working via contract for a huge corporation, but I'm the one who's actually working for said company.
Lila, I want you to not worry about sending us that much money anymore. Please just reduce it back down to $500 that it used to be. Meanwhile, I am going to have a serious talk with Tammy.
Wait, Pearl, maybe before we do that, you, Tim, and I should talk in person about this. Of course, I think that Tammy deserves a talking to, but I also think that she's tricked us for a long time, and probably still has more tricks up her sleeve.
You're right, but I'm still just so sorry for all of this. You know that I've thought about kicking Tammy out, even cutting her off entirely. I've thought about it, but you're right. I think we should talk together. Hey, Lila, you have got some explaining to do. I still haven't seen your money transferred into my account. Hurry up and pay me right now.
Yeah, that isn't going to actually happen.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? What kind of game is this? Are you really not going to do anything to take care of your mother-in-law?
I've actually paid much more than I ever intended to pay to help her. But now I know that none of that money was actually going to help her.
What are you talking about? We are in serious dire straits financially and you say this now? Fine. If you really don't want to do anything, then fine. I guess it's a good thing that I've already moved to get rid of you. I sent your divorce papers to the courthouse today.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I thought of a solution to all of our problems. I'll just ask Tim to move in with Mom and I'd get rid of you. After all, it's Tim who works for the huge company and who sends us money while you do nothing for us at all. That's why I knew I had to get you out of the picture.
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about in the slightest. You're telling me that you sent off divorce papers for Tim and I without asking us at all first?
It was the only move I had. I mean, you're the one who refuses to live with Mom, and it's your fault that Tim doesn't want to live here anymore. I knew that if you and him were no longer together though, then that would mean he would come back to us, finally.
I seriously have no idea what goes on in that head of yours sometimes.
Well, you've done this to yourself. You should have just sent the money like I asked you to. Of course, I know that you don't make nearly as much as my brother, so maybe you just couldn't afford it. Honestly though, you should be ashamed of yourself for not doing more to help out your husband's family in our time of need. At least now, Tim is finally free.
I've had just about enough out of you. You're going to regret this.
What are you talking about now?
I mean that I've reached the limits of my patience. You're a selfish, mean woman who only ever thinks of herself. But fine, if that's really what you want, then you can have your brother back and I'll stop sending the $2,000 a month.
What are you saying? I already know that it's actually my brother who's been sending the money. You haven't given a cent, so don't try and talk all high and mighty to me now.
You're going to really talk to me about not contributing anything when you've refused to look for a job for a whole year? Did you think that I was just going to keep working for you all this time? You thought I'd just let you get away with that?
What do you mean? You don't give me anything. I'm not wrong. Honestly, you are such a spoiled little girl. I've explained this to you over and over again, but you just refuse to listen. And now you've gone so far as to fraudulently send out divorce papers for your brother and Lila? What is the matter with you? Why do you insist in causing me so much trouble in my old age? You're the reason that I'm having financial troubles. Wait a second, hold on. Is this my mom? That's right, I'm here with Lila right now, and you have never once expressed any gratitude for all the money she has given us. Not only that, but you couldn't be satisfied and just had to keep asking for more and more to take for yourself. Wait. I still don't understand what's going on. I thought it was Tim who was sending us money this whole time. I just wanted my brother to come back home. That's why I did what I did. I mean, if he came back to live with us, we would never have to worry about money again. And the three of us could all live happily. If you think that we are going to be financially okay with just my retirement money and Tim's salary, you are dead wrong. Tim just works for a company under a contract by a huge company you think that he does work for. But he doesn't even make all that much. You mean that my brother is just working as a contractor? Of course he does. How many times have I walked you through this? Why don't you ever listen to me when I try to tell you these kind of things? Honestly, you've always been such a stubborn girl, but I didn't think that you were this stupid either. The one who has been sending us money this whole time has been Lila. Really? She has? Are you serious? Wait, no, that isn't right. Oh, please, don't even try to deny it. And now, you've gone and ruined your older brother's marriage to such a sweet woman. Well, Lila is going to stop sending us money thanks to you. We're going to have to sell the house now. Hold on, what do you mean? are we really going to have to sell the house? Mom, please tell me that you're not serious about that. I don't know how we're supposed to keep going with this way without that support from Lila. At this rate, I have enough savings to put myself into a retirement home and that's it. So, I'm moving out anyways. But, Mom, you just can't decide something like that without talking to me about it first. I mean, I don't want you to sell the house. I don't have a job. Where am I supposed to live? That is for you to figure out, Tammy. It's all your fault that this is happening, so you can find your own way out of this mess now. You can't be serious, right? Of course I am, and don't bother going to ask Tim for help either. Tim is here with us as well, and he says that you are no longer his sister after what you tried to do to sabotage his marriage. He says he wants nothing to do with you from here on out. Please tell me that this isn't really happening. You mean that no one is going to help me out? That's right. You blew up the living situation you had through your selfishness. But don't worry, I don't blame you. After all, you were doing all of that you did to try and help me, your dear old mom. That's why you asked Tammy for some more money. And that's why you tried to get her and Tim divorced, so he would come back to live with us. You did all that so we could both live more comfortable, right? I don't understand. What are you getting at with all of this? Well, not only did your plan not work, it would never have worked. And now it's blown up everything. You're on your own from now on, Tammy. Lila, I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry for sending out your divorce papers like that. I'm so sorry for everything that I've done to you.
You don't have to apologize to me, you know. I already called the courthouse and explained to them what happened. So basically, I was able to save my marriage from what you tried to do. Your fake divorce papers have already been purged from the system over there.
Oh, really? You were able to stop it? So then, that means that you forgive me for what I've done?
Oh no, I do not forgive you one bit for what you did. You have serious issues that you need to work out, but I never want to have to deal with you again.
Wait, Lila, please. I don't have a job or a place to live. Mom sold the house and is living in that retirement home. But she did all of that without even telling me. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now.
How about you go and find a job? I'm sure your mom is so relieved to finally be free of you. But you need to learn to take care of yourself.
You can't be serious, right?
Well, you said the whole reason you weren't working was to take care of your mom, right? Now that you don't have to do that, you're free to work and make as much money as you can.
But, I mean, that's not what I meant.
Don't you see? You're finally free from all the hard work you were having to do for your mom. I know you can do it if you'd put your mind to it. Good luck! After that, I blocked Tammy's number and didn't hear from her again. Not long after that, I went to help Pearl move her things into our place. She lied to her about the retirement home and now lives with Tim and I. I heard through the grapevine that Tammy finally started to work, except that she's constantly getting in trouble and always on the verge of being fired. Still, she knows that she can't go to anyone for help and has to figure this out for herself.
Mom, when are you going to work? I'm embarrassed to have a mom who's jobless.
What?
Tom asked me about you, but I couldn't say anything. Don't rely on the money that Dad left for you.
Wait, first tell me what's going on. I'm not relying on my husband's money. What are you talking about?
What? I know that you used Dad's survivor pension and the savings. Don't lie to me, okay?
Excuse me?
You're just laying around all day doing nothing, right? My friend's mom and Tom's mom work, so why don't you also work? Aren't you embarrassed?
Chelsea! I work. Did you think that I had no job?
Don't lie to me. You never leave the house, old hag.
What? Old hag, watch your mouth.
If you don't want me to call you that, then why not work? I'm scared that Tom will find out someday and dump me.
He won't dump you for that reason. Actually, why don't you find a job first?
Huh? Why me?
You were such a crybaby and mentally weak, so I think I spoiled you too much. I didn't expect you to grow up to be this problematic. You didn't want to go to college and decided to stay home and do nothing. So before you judge me, why don't you find a job?
Shut up! Why would I listen to someone who doesn't have a job? I have a plan, so I'm not completely jobless like you.
What plan?
Future plan, of course. I want to have kids at a young age, so I'm marrying Tom and getting pregnant.
Oh, I didn't know you had a dream of having a family.
I do! I want at least 5 kids and build a family full of happiness. So if I work, I'll need to take maternity leave a few times, so there can be a chance I could get fired, right?
I see, but that's just an excuse, you know.
What do you mean?
The people at the company will do something about the maternity leave. Plus, don't you understand that you need money to raise kids? Don't you think that you need to start earning money from now?
Like I said, why would I listen to someone who doesn't have a job? If Tom dumps me because of you, I'm gonna be so pissed. A week later.
Hi, Evelyn, it's Tom. May I ask you something?
Oh, hi, Tom. Thank you for always taking care of Chelsea. Sure, what do you need to know?
I'm sorry for asking you, but do you think that being married at 20 is too young?
Wait, marriage?
I really want to marry Chelsea and have kids with her, so that's why I wanted to ask.
Well, first of all, I want to appreciate you taking care of Chelsea. You're an honest and great person.
I'm nothing special. I'm just a kid who works at a factory.
It doesn't matter. You're a hard worker also. If you want to marry her, I have no problem with that.
Really?
Yes, I'm just worried about Chelsea because she never worked. I'm sorry to say this, but I don't think you can support her with only your payment.
I actually thought that too, so I'll tell her that it will be hard for her to become a stay-at-home wife, so it's better to find a job. I'm going to help her with that, so don't worry about that.
Oh my gosh, really? Thank you very much.
No problem.
About the marriage, I mean. If you two talked about it and decided it, then I won't say anything. But please remember that you two will not get help from both of our sides because being married means being responsible.
Exactly. We will do our best. Sorry for messaging you all of a sudden.
A month later.
I found a job, Mom. I'm gonna do my best.
Oh my gosh, you found a job. Congratulations. I thought that you said you had a plan, though.
I actually got proposed to by Tom.
Oh, wow. Good to hear.
Of course I said yes, and we talked about our future. We actually want to hold a wedding before having kids. We want to earn money for it.
That's a really good reason to work. If you have a goal, you can work hard for it. So where are you going to be working? Is it somewhere close by?
I'm going to be working part-time at a convenience store just around the corner.
Only part-time?
I told you that we want to hold a wedding, but since I'm going to be having kids, I was thinking that part-time is the best choice because I can take the day off whenever I want to and quit whenever I want to.
What are you going to do about the money, though? I'm pretty sure that the wedding will cost a good amount. Plus, what about child support when you have kids? I think that full-time's a lot better than part-time.
You probably won't understand this, but saving money is more important than earning it, so that's why I want you to leave this house.
What?
Tom and I will be living here from today. There's no meaning for someone without a job to live here, so move on out, okay?
Wait, why do I need to move out?
We want to keep our expenses down. We want to live together since we're engaged, but finding a place means that our money is going to be dug into. We don't want to pay the rent, so that's why we had a brilliant plan to live here.
What?
I was thinking about the 3 of us living together, but I'm embarrassed to live with a parent who's jobless, so...
What are you going to do about the rent, though?
I'll pay $300.
$300.
The service charge every month should cost that much since it's Dad's, right? Just to think about it, it's a lot cheaper than finding a new place.
Is this the reason why you want to kick me out? I can't believe that you're doing that to your own mother.
What? Don't rely on Dad's survivor pension and his savings and go find a job. This is your chance.
Excuse me?
Anyways, I'll be living here with Tom from today, so get the fuck out.
Okay, then I'll move out. Just want to let you know that the rent costs $3,000 and I'll not help you pay for it.
What? $3,000? You're kidding me, right? Didn't Dad buy it before he died? The rent shouldn't cost that much.
What are you talking about? He never bought this place. I've been paying $3,000 every month.
What? So this is not our house?
Yeah, we have been living here long before you were born, so I understand that you're mistaken. This is our house, but it's actually not.
No, that's not possible. $3,000 rent. Are you serious? How are you able to pay for it? You're jobless.
I told you before that I do have a job. I work from home. I make way more money than $3,000, so I have no problem paying for it.
What? Work from home? Stop lying to me because you quit your job after Dad died. Let me guess, you quit because you wanted to live off his money, right?
Oh, so that's why you're misunderstanding things.
What do you mean?
It's true that I quit my job after he died, but I found a new job that I could work from home because I was worried about you. You were crying every day after Dad died, so I thought it was better for me to be with you every day to comfort you.
What?
You probably didn't know this, but I spent time with you during the day and worked after you slept. I didn't expect for you to think that I was jobless.
What? So you actually have a job?
Yes, how many times do I have to tell you? Anyways, I'm glad that you found a job, so I'll move out. Good luck with everything, okay? An hour later.
Evelyn, I'm so sorry. I heard everything from Chelsea. Sorry for kicking you out.
Don't worry about it.
She called this morning and told me that she'll kick you out so we can live together. Because since you bought the place, it'll cost only $300.
Sorry to say, but I didn't buy this apartment. I've been paying the rent every month. It's her misunderstanding.
Yeah, I thought so. I heard that the owner of that apartment is pretty strict and don't let people buy a room.
Yes, exactly. But I don't mind because there's a repair service, so that's why I've been living here for a long time.
I'm so sorry for kicking you out from the place that you love. I'll talk to her about it, so can you please stay with us?
No, it's okay. I was getting tired of living there, so the room is all yours. It's a nice place, but the rent is pretty expensive.
$3,000, right? Chelsea told me. It's impossible for me to pay that much. Oh, and also, I wanted to ask you if it's okay to call off the wedding.
What?
I'm so sorry. Can I rethink about it?
Rethink? Chelsea told me that you already proposed to her.
I'm so sorry to say this after I asked for your advice. It's just that we have different values recently. We promised to work together for our future, and I really thought that she'll work at a company, but I guess not.
Yeah, I was really surprised to hear that too.
I asked her a few times why she didn't want to work full time, and her reason every time was because she'll not be able to take maternity leave. It sounds like an excuse to me. She also kept on saying that saving money is more important than earning it, but her way of saving money is to kick you out, which is really stupid, but guess what? She eats Haagen-Dazs ice cream every day. Just wow.
Let me guess, is it strawberry? It's her favorite flavor.
Yeah, I'm concerned about what she's been saving since I proposed to her. I've noticed that we are not on the same page when it comes to money. She said that I'd be able to support her if something happens, but I can't. I was all set to marry her, but this has been on my mind for a while. I'm such a lame person, right?
Not at all. It's a really good thing to worry about things because you're serious about the future, right? Be more confident, Tom. You can break up with my daughter if you want to.
Really?
Experiencing this kind of stuff will help you grow. If you think something's wrong, break up with her. If you tolerate this, think about how you'll feel after marrying her. I'm giving you advice as a life mentor. You're still 20 years old, so you don't need to rush things, okay?
Thank you so much. Since you gave me permission, I would like to break up with Chelsea.
The next day.
Mom! Tom dumped me. He told me that he doesn't want to marry me. What's happening? He proposed to me.
Oh no, are you okay? Did you do something that made him hate you?
He told me that he doesn't believe that I kicked you out of the house and that can't marry a person who doesn't value family. He also thinks I'm crazy for working 4 hours a day 3 times a week.
What? Are you serious? You call that working?
So what? It's still a job. What did I do wrong? Tom wants to break up with me even though I explained myself.
You should forget about him then. If you want to get back with him, find a full-time job, okay?
That's what I'm going to do. So can you help me out? Can you come back here and pay the rent? There's no way I can pay $3,000 with just part-time. I'm sorry for kicking you out. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. So can you please come back?
Sorry, but I already found a room, so I'm not going back. If you can't pay the rent, then I advise you to move out and go find a place where you can pay your own rent.
Wait, you're not going to ask me to live with you there?
Of course not. I don't want to live with a daughter who kicked me out.
What?
I regret spoiling you, but please, try to live on your own, okay?
No, I can't do that. Please, Mom, don't leave me.
Bye, Chelsea. Good luck with everything. Let's meet when you're living on your own, okay? After the incident. Chelsea left the apartment later on and now lives in an apartment without a bathtub or shower by herself on her own. She's experiencing how hard working is, and even pays for rent, utilities, and phone bill. She's surprised how much everything costs, and I'm glad that she understands how hard it is to live. Tom is still contacting her, and they are going to grab dinner next year. She wants to show him how much she's changed, see if he could take her back. I'll just sit back and see how they end up. Thank you for treating us tonight, but wasn't the restaurant lame? I don't see reviews, plus it looks like it's not even on social media. Why did you pick that place, Naima? Sorry, Rebecca. It's been a while since I met you two, so I thought that I would like to eat somewhere nice. What? You thought that place was nice? Are you serious? What do you mean? I'm really happy that you wanted to see us, but could you choose a restaurant that's my level next time? If you don't, I can't be satisfied. You must have good taste in food. Of course I do. I only eat at places that are expensive. I'm not lame like you. I see. Looks like you're a foodie, huh? Yeah, people actually tell me that. Today's food was a disappointment. I mean, the taste was too bland. Oh, I'm sorry for talking shit about the place that you chose, but it was one of the worst places I've ever went to. I'm so sorry about that. Don't worry about it. I just feel bad that you worked so hard to treat us, even though you don't have any money. I'm not poor like you think, you know. No, don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Today I became convinced that you are a poor person who needs money. Excuse me? Your clothes were cheap today and you didn't wear something similar before. I know, because it's so different from my $700 dress. Oh, your dress cost $700? Yep, I make money unlike you. Didn't your brother tell you that I changed my job? I'm working in a clothing company where I really wanted to work. Yeah, Henry told me about it before and also said that you seem really happy and enjoying your life every day. Exactly. I love fashion, plus the salary is pretty good, so I enjoy earning and using it on clothes and food. I'm glad that you're enjoying your life. Oh, sorry. Am I bragging too much? So now you understand, right? I want you to try harder to find somewhere nice, okay? An hour later.
Hey, sorry about today. Also, Rebecca talked about herself as usual, and also talked shit about the restaurant that you paid for us.
Don't worry about it. She didn't like the food. That's it.
The food was delicious, though. She just wanted to find a reason to be petty. Oh, I have a question to ask you. Does she know that you are the CEO of her new company?
I don't think so. I actually wanted to know that because she called me poor.
What? She said that?
She also said that my clothes were cheap.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah, I didn't expect her to say things like that. I thought that you told her about me.
I didn't, because I thought that she knew who the CEO was. I thought that she would introduce herself and talk about her new job at dinner today. But I can't believe that all she did was complain about the food.
Oh, so I guess she really doesn't know about me.
It's kinda late now to tell her.
Yep. I'm not gonna forget about all the things she said about me. If I tell her now, she'll be really embarrassed.
True that. She'll say something like, "Why didn't you tell me that earlier?"
Why don't we not tell her about this? She'll eventually know about this someday, and when she does, let's be mature about it and act like nothing happened.
Good idea. I'll keep a close eye on her. Anyways, I'm so sorry about today. She's on cloud 9.
I mean, as a CEO, I'm glad that she has been enjoying her job, but just make sure that she realizes who I am someday, okay?
Yep, definitely. See you next time.
Next time is the wedding, right? I can't wait. The day of the wedding. Naima, sorry to say this, but would it be okay for you to leave? What? Don't you know by looking at this place, I used a lot of money on flowers for the decorations because this has been my dream. The venue and the decorations are very beautiful. This must be the perfect wedding for you, right? If you think so, then don't decide to come with that cheap-ass dress. Because you're ruining it already. What the hell were you thinking?
Does it look that cheap? It's simple, but it's a pretty pricey dress, so I thought it was perfect to wear today. It's not, so that's why I'm asking you to leave. Your bag and accessory look cheap also. It's kind of obvious that you're poor. Poor. Me. I know that you tried to hide it from everyone, but it's obvious to me. I'm a person who uses a lot of money, so I know what's real and what's fake. Yours is just cheap. I just told you that the dress was pricey and thought it was perfect to wear today. You don't know anything, do you? What do you mean? I know everything. Why are you being so cocky? Oh, I was right about your dress being cheap. How many times do I need to tell you that this dress is not cheap? Yeah, whatever. To me it's cheap, but it's expensive for you, right? Just my opinion. Sorry. Excuse me? To me, expensive dress needs to cost at least $3,000, but for a poor person like you, I guess 200, right? Rebecca, no matter what I say, you want to say I'm poor, right? What? Isn't it true, though? Your dress is cheap, and you took us to a restaurant that was lame. Even though I ask Henry, he won't say where you work, because I bet he's really embarrassed. What? I asked him the day we went to dinner, but he looked like he didn't want to tell me, and even tried to lie to me a few times. This is when I knew that you have a low-payment job. I see. That might be the reason that you think I'm poor. You are. So why don't you just leave already? Poor people like you don't belong here.
Do you seriously not know who she is?
Henry?
I've given you clues, haven't I? You still haven't figured it out yet. Your stupidity and attitude is disgusting.
Disgusting. Wait, is this really Henry?
Yes, name is brother. I was wondering where she was since she won't come to the dressing room, and what the hell is this? Kicking out my sister.
She came with a cheap-ass dress, so that's why. I made a lot of effort for this wedding.
Cheap-ass dress, huh? You also called my sister poor for other reasons too, right? I don't think that the dress is the issue.
I just hate poor people like her, okay? There, I said it.
So you like rich people, right? If you do, you should be liking my sister. She's a CEO of a clothing company, so she should have a lot of money.
What? CEO of a clothing company?
Huh. Looks like you don't know anything. So I'll just say it to you. Who you wanted to kick out of the wedding is the CEO of your company.
Wait. What? You're lying, right?
Why would I lie about that?
Because it's not possible. A CEO wearing something cheap. Are you kidding me?
I've given clues to you to see if you'll notice. Haven't I shown you a video clip of her being interviewed? I thought you knew by now.
Wait, yes, I saw that video clip. I thought it was her twin or something.
Twin?
I just didn't think it was her because she was wearing makeup. You know how they say that there are 3 people in the world who look exactly like you? I thought it was that.
You still didn't know. Wow.
Why didn't you just tell me?
I was just being nice so you won't be embarrassed.
What?
I wanted to tell you, but it was too late because you were calling her poor and also complaining that the restaurant she treated us to was lame. Think about it. How would you feel if I told you after you said that to her? Probably embarrassed, right?
Oh, about that.
So that's why I wanted you to find out by yourself. If you found out and apologized, there wouldn't be any problems.
For real?
Yeah, but you didn't realize until now, and even tried to kick her out. I'm really pissed now. I know that people have someone they hate, but trying to kick out a family member who I love is a totally different story.
I'm sorry.
My sister was really happy for our wedding. She wanted to be cool with you, so that's why she invited us to dinner. The place that you said was lame is actually a newly opened restaurant by a 3 Michelin star chef, and since it's private, only valued clients are allowed. It's also very expensive.
What? Really?
It seems like you told her that the taste was too bland. Are you serious? You don't know anything about food.
OMG, what should I do? I'm so screwed for telling my CEO to leave. Do you think I can talk to Naima? I want to apologize.
Sorry to say this, but it's too late, because she left, leaving her phone with me.
She went home, really?
I mean, you told her to go home. So she knew that once you find out, you'll beg me to talk to her. But she doesn't want to. So that's why she left the phone.
OMG, she's pissed at me. I can't believe what I did to her.
I know you're panicking now, but I want to talk about the wedding. I want to cancel it. So let's go apologize to everyone.
What? Cancel?
Of course. I can't marry someone who has the nerve to kick out my sister, who I love, with stupid reasons. I'm done.
No, please.
Take off your dress and get ready to go home.
Wait, no, I want to hold the wedding, so please don't cancel it.
There is no reason to marry you, so you better regret everything that you said to her.
The next day.
Hi, Naima. I don't know where to start, but I'm so sorry for everything that I said to you yesterday. I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
It's okay. I learned that everything that I wear looks cheap because I'm plain Jane.
No, that's not what I meant. The dress didn't look cheap at all. It was just the lighting.
Okay.
I really want to apologize to you. Please don't fire me. My wedding got canceled, plus Harry dumped me.
Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna fire you for this reason.
For real? I can still work there. Thank you so much.
Yes, but be prepared to be relegated, okay?
What?
Since you said a lot of shit to me, I was wondering how your attitude is at work, so I did some research and, yeah. Wow.
Did some research?
Looks like you look down on people, and it seems like you have an attitude with the subcontractors and partner employees, right? I heard a lot of terrible things that you did and said, which pissed me off. So unprofessional.
Oh,
I was happy to hear that you enjoy working here, but I don't want you to misunderstand that working here doesn't mean that you are superior. You're just a person who is selling my brand just like everyone else.
Understood. I'm so sorry to have an attitude towards everybody. I'll change for the better.
If you want to do that, then why don't you actually work at the place where you look down on? See how hard people work there. You should learn from them.
What? I need to go there?
It's okay if you don't want to go there. I mean, if you don't listen to me, that means you disobeyed the boss and it'll be a good reason to be fired.
What?
Do you have a good reason to not go there? I don't think so.
Okay, I'll work there from next week.
I'm actually busy now, so I gotta go. See you next week. After the incident, Rebecca and Henry had a family meeting and ended up getting divorced, and she had to pay the wedding cancellation fees. She begged if he could see her next year to see how she'd changed and possibly take her back, but he said no. She's doing her best at her new job, but because of what she'd done, everyone is giving her the cold shoulder. I don't know how she'll end up next year, but I want her to not give up.
Madison, are you serious? Don't ignore me. I know that you're still awake. Pick it up.
Violet, do you know what time it is?
Yeah, I do.
Let me guess, you want to stay at my place for 3 days, right? Lucas also told me about this, but the answer is no.
Come on, I missed the last train, so I have nowhere to go. Do you want me to sleep outside?
You were drinking, right? You're a grown-up, so why don't you do something about it?
Aren't you worried about me? You're my sister-in-law. We're a family.
Take responsibility for your own actions. Come pick me up in 40 minutes. Stay at my place for 3 days? Are you serious? You're so selfish. I have a conference early tomorrow, so I can't go, okay?
Weren't you just asked to pick me up by my brother?
Yes.
Well, why aren't you listening to him? It's an order.
No means no.
You're my brother's wife, though, right? Why not listen to him?
Yeah, I already heard that phrase like 1,000,000 times.
You better listen to me this time also.
I don't want you to use us, okay? We're not going to help you every time. We have our own life too, so don't think that the world revolves around you.
All I'm saying is to listen to what my brother says.
Aren't those your favors, though?
Whatever. By the way, he told me that you don't listen to him, so what's up with that?
Really?
Looks like you never make what he wants to eat.
That's because we both work, so I don't have time. I make the meal the day before and just put it in the microwave the day of. Also, he changes what he wants to eat every minute.
I mean, at least he says what he wants to eat.
This happened like 2 days ago, but he told me he wants to eat pasta, so I went grocery shopping to buy ingredients. But he decided to change it to steak on the way home. Are you serious? It's so frustrating, you know?
Well, isn't it the wife's job to do something about it?
You can handle this, Violet?
Yes, because it's my husband. You don't try hard enough and you don't have love.
Love.
I mean, if you love your husband, won't you do anything to make him happy? Perfect example. I heard that you lowered his allowance. Are you serious? Do you think they can make him happy by doing that?
You know about this. We have our own situation about this, so can you shut your mouth?
I feel so bad for my brother. So, if you don't want a divorce, listen to your husband and come pick me up and let me stay at your place.
How many times do I need to tell you? The answer is no.
Okay then, he might divorce you because you didn't listen to him.
Do you mean your favor? Anyways, I seriously need to wake up early tomorrow, so can I go to sleep now? There should be motels around here, so find a place to stay for tonight, okay?
I'm gonna tell my brother about this.
The next day.
Madison, are you serious about yesterday? Violet ended up staying at a motel and spent more money. You better pay her the accommodation fee.
Why would I need to do that? It's her fault because she was drinking and missed the last train.
Why don't you care about me and my family? Listen to me for God's sakes. Be thankful that I married you.
Lucas, something is wrong with you lately. You never said something like that before we got married.
Remember this morning? You weren't there to send me off to work.
Didn't I tell you that since I have a conference early in the morning, I needed to leave early? I prepared breakfast for you.
Yeah, you call the cold-ass soup and waffles breakfast. Are you serious?
There's something called a microwave. I left you a note to heat it up, didn't you see?
Excuse me. Isn't it the wife's job to serve me a hot breakfast?
You think you're the boss or something? You look like a toddler that can't do anything.
What? A toddler? Excuse me. Okay. You know what? I'll say it again. But you should be thankful that I married you and even earn money for you. You don't understand, do you?
What? Do you want me to say thank you?
Of course. If you didn't marry me, you would still be single.
Wow, are you for real?
If you don't start being a wife, I might divorce you.
Let me ask you a question. What does being a wife mean to you?
Not go to bed before me, not leave the house before me with unprepared breakfast, not manage my salary, being respectful to my family, and last, but not least, but a person who listens to me.
Oh, so what you're saying is that if I don't listen to your childish reasons, you're gonna divorce me, right?
Exactly.
Wow, what's gotten into you?
It's common sense that the husband is the boss of the house. Even my sister said that. She said that you should appreciate me and listen to what I say.
That's Violet's opinion, right?
She made me realize that I'm the boss of the house.
You're never going to change your mind about this?
Nope, it's common sense.
Did you ask anyone else about this?
I asked my boss and he said the exact same thing as Violet.
Sorry to say this, but didn't your boss get divorced last year?
Yeah, and the reason was because he didn't need a wife who doesn't listen to him. Do you want to divorce me for the same reason? I mean, it looks like you don't want to, so we can divorce whenever, you know.
Okay then, I'll think about it. I have an important conference from now on, so I gotta go.
Having something more important than me. Wow. Just wow.
2 weeks later.
Hey Madison, I heard you divorced Lucas. I told you that if you didn't listen to him, this will happen.
I just didn't want a husband like him.
And? Why are you still living there? You divorced him, so get the fuck out.
This is my dad's house.
What?
My dad, Lucas's former father-in-law?
Wait, what the hell are you talking about? That house is my brother's.
He thinks it is, but it's not. My dad built and paid for this house. The property's under his name and lent me the house rent-free.
Rent-free?
Yeah, since the house in the backyard is big, we'll pay for the service charges and maintenance fee, though.
Wait, so the reason why he came to my house is because he couldn't live there anymore?
Yes, he has nowhere to live. This house wasn't our property to begin with, so of course he doesn't have ownership. Plus, it's not subjected to property division.
Are you kidding me?
Then what was the purpose of training my brother to be an ass to you?
What?
Everything I did was for living in that house, okay?
Oh, so it's your fault that he started acting weird after we got married.
My plan was to make my brother stress you out so you'll eventually move out. Then I was going to introduce my friend to Lucas and make him love her so that we'll be able to move out and live with her so I can have the house to myself.
Have you ever thought that if he does find a girlfriend, he'll kick you out?
My dumb brother would never kick me out because I always win.
Wow, you must have a lot of confidence. Anyways, this is not your house, so forget about it, okay?
Ugh, my plan of you guys divorcing worked, but not having the house. It's not fair. Give me the house.
I can't do that because our divorce is finalized, so we're just strangers, so don't ever contact me again.
Don't think that I gave up.
What are you planning to do? Violet?
A week later. What the hell is this? I can't get in from anywhere.
What? You're at the house? Get in. What are you talking about? Did you forget that it's my dad's house?
If you've been lending this place for free all of this time, then I should have no problem lending it, right? Of course for free. I can let you stay as my housekeeper if you want.
We're total strangers, so why do I need to live with you? Also, I'd rather die than be your housekeeper.
Shut up! Ugh, I was going to use my brother's duplicate key to get into the house. Also, you have all the shutters closed. Really?
I changed all my keys after I moved, that's why.
Moved? You?
After I divorced Lucas, I was thinking that the house was too big for me to live in, so I thought that it would be better for me to lend it to another tenant who would pay for it and take good care of the house.
Who lives here then?
No one. But I'm getting a good number of applicants and calls, so it's only a matter of time before someone moves in.
Then I'll live here from today.
Can you pay the rent?
Why can I not live for free? That's not fair.
You want to argue, then you're out of the question.
I really want to move.
Then move.
To this house.
Nope. Go to real estate and find somewhere else.
My brother's been living with me for 2 weeks already, but he doesn't want to leave the house. Plus, he doesn't do anything. What the hell?
Let me guess. Since he lived at home until marriage, your mom was in charge of everything, right? I knew because he never helped me with cooking and laundry. I actually taught him how to do things since he agreed to divide the house chores because we both work. But I guess that didn't help.
Then how the hell did he end up like this?
You made him like this. At the beginning, he wanted to help me because of you, though. He started making excuses as to why he doesn't need to help.
Wow, he doesn't even earn money and doesn't even pay for me when we eat outside.
The reason why we both worked is because we couldn't live off of only his salary, so he told me not to quit my job.
His salary is low? Why? He's been working in a company for a long time.
You didn't hear anything from him?
Hear what?
Oh, I guess he didn't tell you all because he has a big ego. 6 months ago, the company where he worked at faced financial difficulties, so a lot of people needed to be laid off, and there was a sign-up sheet who should leave the company, and a lot of people wrote his name. But he really didn't care to quit because the severance pay was a pretty good amount.
What?
By this time, thanks to you, he'd started thinking he's the boss, so he didn't discuss anything with me. He then decided to find a low-paying job, and I think his salary is a little more than $1,000 every month.
Seriously? That's the same as me. I'm a temporary employee.
Too bad for him, because if he didn't turn into an asshole, he wouldn't have to pay for the rent and save up money. Also, you know why I gave him an allowance? There was one time when he used all of his salary before handing me the living expenses.
Can't believe that he doesn't earn money and doesn't do household chores. He's nothing.
You made him that way.
I didn't know that he'll end up like this. I thought that the house was his.
Anyway, good luck with everything because I'll block you now.
Wait!
Also, are you in my dad's backyard right now? It's his property, so if you don't want me to call the police for trespassing, leave immediately. And don't think about coming back because there'll be security cameras from tomorrow on. If you decide to come back, the police will come to arrest you, okay?
Trespassing? Police? I never meant to do this. I'm sorry.
Okay then, well, that's all I wanted to say to you.
I'll leave right now. Can you do me a favor? I'll tell you my address. You can take back my brother. Why don't you two remarry? Being single at your age sucks, right?
No thanks.
Bye.
After the incident. I blocked Violet's number and told my ex's parents everything, which they truly apologized and stopped sending her allowance every month. My ex still thinks that he's the boss, and Violet got really fed up with that and left the house. But since he can't live by himself and can't do anything, he's trashing the house. I don't know where Violet's living, but it looks like she's calling her parents to beg for money almost every day.
Camille, why were you holding hands with Aiden?
Oh shit, did you see us dating?
What, date?
Well, I think that you'll eventually find out, so I'll tell you the truth. But I'm going out with Aiden. Sorry for stealing him.
Wait, what?
I thought you knew because you saw us, right? He's so into me. He said that he likes me more, so he gives me a present every time we go on a date.
Seriously?
He's not that bad looking. I love the fact that he was top university graduate and rich. His parents own a few rental estate companies and even a condo. OMG, he is perfect.
Is that the reason why you stole him from me?
What's wrong with that?
You were so selfish growing up and would do anything to have it your way, or get what you want.
Oh, was I like that growing up?
Yes. When you wanted a toy, you cried all day for about 3 days and annoyed Mom and Dad when they ended up buying it for you finally. Also, when you were replaced from the starting lineup for your softball team, you messed up the locker room. You only think about yourself, huh? Don't you think about the other person's feelings?
Don't you think that I'm a genius to think about those things, though? I'm sorry, but this is me.
Your attitude is disgusting, Camille. You never apologize, do you?
Oh, do you want me to apologize to you now? If I do, will you forgive me?
I don't need an apology from someone like you. You know what? I'm wasting my time talking to you, so I'll ask Aiden about this.
A moment later.
Hi, Aiden. Seems like you're going out with my sister Camille. Do you want to talk about it?
What?
Since when? Are you going to stay with her? Because if you do, I don't want to share. Just, ew.
Wait, when did you hear about this? Why would Camille tell you about this?
I'm the one asking you a question now, so all you need to do is answer me, okay? What's up with you dating my sister? You're my boyfriend. Are you serious? You're probably the only idiot who would do something like this.
Are you making fun of me?
It's true though, right? Can't believe you would do something so gross.
Do you think a person who graduated from a low-level college like you can make fun of me?
Excuse me?
It's just cheating, for God's sakes. Why are you making such a fuss about it? Let me tell you something. You should know that it's your fault that I cheated, okay?
Why are you attacking me?
Just shut up, okay? Don't act cocky just because you're doing well at work. Okay, you know what? I'll split everything out. We have been going out since last year, and yeah, I'm planning to stay with her. You are not the one for me. Here, I answered your question.
So you're gonna dump me?
Exactly. I don't need a whore like you who butters up to the boss.
Butter up? Me?
Yes, even though I'm a top university graduate, I know why you were the boss's favorite. Also, I should have been the leader for the large-scale project last month. Why you? Why are you in the spotlight instead of me?
Okay, first of all, I did not butter up to the boss. My achievement and my effort took me there.
What's with the attitude? You saying that I didn't try hard enough?
Yes. You make other people do small projects for you because you think that it's for low-level people. Also, you blame others when you're the one who makes mistakes. Do you think that someone like you is going to be a good leader?
Just because you're the boss's favorite doesn't mean that you can say anything to me. You can just admit, you know.
Didn't I just tell you that I didn't do anything?
That's why I decided to go out with your sister, okay? You were cocky and even lie.
Okay, you know what? You're wasting my time also, so I have no problem breaking up with you.
Wow, you're such a bitch until the end. Why don't you admit and apologize to me about buttering up to the boss? If you do, then I can think about dating you again.
I didn't do anything to apologize for. Plus, I'm done, so have a good life. We're just going to be co-workers starting tomorrow. 6 months later.
April, why are you at our wedding? I didn't invite you.
Aiden invited me.
What? I just asked him and he said that he didn't. Why are you lying? Can't believe you have the nerve to come to our wedding. Is there a reason why? Oh, let me guess. Did you want to get back with him? It's a waste of time, you know.
You're joking, right? I would never want to take him back.
Then what the hell do you want? Did you come to celebrate us? Thank you, but you're not invited, so get the fuck out.
Okay, then.
Bye. I forgot to say this before, but before you leave, make sure to give us the wedding gift money, okay?
We'll do that because I'm here as Aiden's boss.
What? Boss? You?
Yep. Are you okay to kick me out, though? I was asked to give a wedding speech.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean you're Aiden's boss?
I actually became a boss recently, and it's the company's rule to attend our subordinates' weddings, so that's why I'm here.
You're joking, right? That's not possible because you guys work at different companies.
Oh, I never told you that I changed my job to the company where Aiden works at.
Seriously?
My boss before was very terrible because I had to work overtime almost every day and I was unpaid. We could only see each other once a month, so I complained about it to Aiden and he told me to come to his company because there was no overtime. Plus, we'd be able to see each other whenever we want to.
I can't believe this!
I think he asked me because he wanted someone to do his job for him. Come to think of it, he made me do all of his work, but thanks to him, I was able to become the boss.
What?
I didn't want to come to the wedding today, but I'm the boss, so here I am. But didn't expect to be kicked out. It's fine with me because I don't need to waste my time. I wish you both the best.
Wait, you're not making this up, right? Working at the same company? Aiden's boss? I'm so confused.
Take a deep breath and collect your thoughts, okay? Are you worried that your company will know about this and give you the cold shoulder? Don't worry about it. I'll keep it private. 10 minutes later.
April, are you serious? You're my boss. How? When?
Didn't you know about this? The company should have put up a notice last month.
I don't care about who goes to what department, so I didn't look at it.
Isn't it common sense for you to look at it if you work there?
Shut up and answer my question. Why the hell are you my boss? I should be the one because I worked here long. Plus, I work so hard.
Just want to tell you that your results matter. So that's why I was chosen, because of my achievements and my effort.
Excuse me, are you saying that I didn't do anything?
Exactly. You choose what job you want to do and what you don't want to do, and also blame others for your mistakes. You're turning into a jackass since you broke up with me. I heard you judge people based on which college they went to and make fun of people who go to low-level colleges. Who the hell will choose you as a leader?
What did you say?
You should think about what you say. If you keep on doing that, your subordinates might get past you.
Damn, I don't believe this. Oh, so that's why you were ordering me around recently.
You really didn't know about this, huh?
No, this is bullshit. I don't want you as my boss, so I'm going to change my job.
I have no problems with that, but do you have somewhere to go? I heard it's a pretty hard time to change jobs.
I thought that you would ask me that, but don't worry. That's why I'm going to marry Camille. Do you know that she works at a big company? Even though it's a different job for me, I can use her to work there.
Really? That's good to hear.
I hated the company anyways, because I was never asked to become the leader. I think it's just jealousy, though.
No one is jealous of you.
The company is shit, and I'm pretty sure it won't last long, so before that happens, I will quit after the wedding and work at Camille's company. Oh my god, what if I become the leader there?
Sorry to break it to you, but Camille works part-time.
What?
You're thinking about working at her company, but she can't do anything, you know. I think you need to do an interview and take a test to get in.
What the hell are you talking about? She's working full-time.
No, she's not. She's actually never worked full-time since she graduated college.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you didn't know about this? Also, just wanted to tell you that her goal in life is to find a random job and marry whoever.
Wait, she told my parents that she works full-time since college and is a full-time worker now, so my parents were happy and accepted the marriage.
Just a word of advice, she'll do anything to get what she wants, so you should talk to her about things. It'll suck to know the truth after marrying her.
What truth?
You'll see. Anyways, if you're deciding to quit the company, make sure to let me know early, okay? 3 hours later.
Oh, OMG, what should I do? He found out the truth. He found out that I lied to him about working full-time because I wanted to marry him.
Why would you lie about that?
Because he graduated from a top university and he's rich. If I told him and his parents I only work part-time, there might have been a chance that they would not accept the marriage.
I see.
What should I do? His parents got pissed and they called off today's wedding and said that I need to pay for the cancellation fees and the alimony for marriage fraud.
Of course they'll say that. You better pay them for lying.
I can't! The wedding itself cost 60 grand, so there's no way that I can pay for the alimony. I need to pay almost 100 grand.
It's your own fault, you know.
You're my sister. Wouldn't you ask me if I need any help?
Nope. Why would I help a bitch like you who stole my boyfriend?
Wait, aren't we a family? Are you just going to ignore me?
Yes. I don't consider you a family member. Everything you've done is all your fault, okay?
No, please.
You don't need to be bummed about it because you've done everything you can to get what you wanted, right? If you can't pay for it, why don't you ask your boss to see if you can work full-time? Even though it's part-time, you've worked pretty hard, right?
There's no way I can talk to my boss about that. I've been ditching my job for weeks.
Why?
I thought I didn't need to work that much because I was going to get married.
Wow, I have no words.
Anyway, good luck with everything.
After the incident, Camille went to her job the next day and obviously got fired as soon as she went in. She discussed the marriage with Aiden, but his answer was a capital no. She ended up having to pay 80 grand for the cancellation fee and the alimony for marriage fraud. Of course, she couldn't pay for that, so she had to be in debt, which caused my parents to be fed up with her and told her not to come home until she paid it off. Aiden asked me to take him back, but I politely declined. Also, since he didn't have anywhere to go, he didn't quit the company and still works as my subordinate.